The Orlando Magic have become one of the better teams in the NBA this season. Let's talk about why that is and if it's sustainable or not. So if you are not aware, the Orlando Magic are currently 12-5. They are riding a 7-game winning streak as of the recording of this video. They have the 3rd best record in the entire NBA and the 2nd best record in the Eastern Conference. But exactly why is that? What did they do differently? Because just a few years ago, the Orlando Magic, one of the worst teams in the NBA. In fact, they got Paolo Banchero with the #1 overall pick winning the draft lottery. So what has happened in Orlando and why are they as good as they are now? Because if you watch Orlando play, you may now walk away with, oh, this is one of the better NBA teams. And in fact, that's what I think when I watch Orlando. But what they have done has been super underrated and not really talked about. And I do think it is something that is sustainable and somewhat of a culture that is being developed in Orlando as we speak. As for the current 7-game winning streak, it is very impressive. I do not expect this to last the entire year. What I do expect, however, is Orlando will be a team that is there around playoff time. And why is that? The main thing is defense. Orlando has been a fantastic defensive ball club. Currently, they are 3rd in the NBA in defensive efficiency. They are 1st in the NBA when it comes to forcing turnovers. And when you look at them and watch them play, that is something that they have built upon over the past few seasons. Once the Orlando Magic decided to move on from Aaron Gordon, they really decided to focus on the defensive end. Even Vucevic, right? They decided to focus on the defensive end. You've seen them bring in guys like Jonathan Isaac, who's a 6'10" long guy who could definitely play on the defensive side of the ball. Offense, a little bit more work could be done, but he's still a very good defensive player. Banchero, he's playing well on the defensive end, even as close as Anthony Black. Then recently is Anthony Black, a 6'7" guy who can still have the length to disrupt opposing shooters and get it done on the defensive end. And when you watch them, that is exactly what they are. They are lengthy defenders that are athletic. They protect the rim and they get after it when it comes to closing out those shooters. And that has really changed what has happened in Orlando. So when current head coach Jamal Mosley took over the team, one thing that he did differently in practice was he emphasized those playmaking abilities or the defensive abilities to really, get people excited about playing defense. What do I mean by that? Anytime you took a charge, anytime you blocked a shot, anytime you turned the ball over or forced a turnover, they will ring a bell to kind of signify that you did something positive that they like. And that has really trickled down because the Orlando Magic are one of the hardest playing teams when it comes to playing defense, and they are really bought in on that side of the court. And that has allowed them to win even with the offense being up and down at this point. And that is something you would expect because the Orlando Magic are one of the younger teams in the NBA. When you look at their main players, they are extremely young. Paolo Banchero, 21 years old. Franz Wagner and Jalen Suggs are 22 years old. And then, of course, you have Cole Anthony, who is 23 years old. So a very young roster, man. And I am excited about the future of the Orlando Magic and just watching them play. A team I was not expecting to enjoy watch play this season when the season started. But now I'm looking at them on NBA League Pass and like, the Magic are playing. Let me tune in and let me see what is going on in Orlando. And typically, to my delight, they are a hard-playing team. They get after it on the defensive end. And then, they have their up and down days offensively. Now, why I think this could be even better in the future. One, like I said, they are a young team. They are a lengthy team when it comes to defending on the wings. They protect the rim. They will get Rondell Carter back as well, and he will help that unit out a ton. So, I'm very excited about what they're doing in Orlando, and this is a culture shift and a fundamental shift that can win you games and turn around your franchise really for years to come. If they can ever figure it out on the offensive end, they have the talents to be a pretty good team in that Eastern Conference. But that is my opinion as to why Orlando is where they are now and why I think they will stay relatively in the playoff mix for the entire season. What do you guys think about Orlando Magic? Have you watched them? If you have, what are your takeaways from them as a team? Do you think this is sustainable? And what do you think of the future of the Orlando Magic? Definitely sound off in the comment section below. Leave this video a like if you enjoyed it and subscribe if you haven't already. It's DLloyd. I'm see y'all next time.